Hey guys, welcome back to 100 Line Last Defense Academy 2. Let's carry on where we left off. I'm so sorry for the delay. I needed to give myself a chance to properly recover from my illness, given how much reading I have to do for this series. It certainly couldn't have come at a better time, given we've been hit with revelation upon revelation, such as our origins, the true nature of this war, humanity's proximity to total annihilation, right? But thankfully, I'm on the mend now, even if I do sound a bit off still. But we've got a lot of catching up to do, so let's get back into the fray. I mean, we're less than a fifth of the way through collecting all the endings, but this route seems to be, you know, a pretty major one, I have to say. Where were we again? Humanity got in touch, begging us to carry on the fight, despite the fact that the Special Defense Unit has basically lost all resolve. We aren't even human, except for Nozomi, of course, but we're fighting for their survival. I mean, obviously, a lot of the people on the satellite weren't aware of the truth behind the complex itself and how humanity is nearly extinct, with the only solution right now being the conquest of Futurum, right? It's tough. Like, it's quite the moral dilemma. It's quite the pickle, because we've decimated this planet, and those living here, like, what do we do now? Do we press on? Do we just finish what we started? Not just for humanity's survival, but in a way to also just put the Futurans out of their misery at this point? Or do we pull back? Do we allow those remaining to take back the planet, and humanity ends up going away, not with a bang, but a whimper, really, as the satellite loses its resources and eventually goes kaput? I mean, it ain't easy. A ceasefire at this point seems out of the question, not to mention if a ceasefire comes from humanity after what we've done. I don't know, it seems a bit rich. I don't think they'd take it quite the right way. I'm not sure how this is going to go, but man, I'm curious, so let's find out. But not for Shion, right? He has to stay here. He can't go on the escape pod with us. He has to power the final assault. It was my destiny to live and die here at Last Defense Academy, to use this power to eradicate the invaders. Yeah, not only are they not invaders, but they're also your race. You were kidnapped from them, basically. Huh? Something's wrong. I can't keep my body together. I was gonna say, you kinda look like you're fading out.
Why?
Shion began to fade away, a troubled look on his face the whole time. Gone. Reduced to ashes. Before we knew it, he'd completely vanished. Shion? Hey, what gives? What did you do to him? I don't know. This has never happened before. I guess because he's never had to deal with such confusing feelings. This could have an adverse effect on the final assault. I should go check on him. Let's call it a day here, everyone. We'll pick up the discussion in the defense room tomorrow. It'll be easier for Shion to join in that way. With those last few parting words, Sirei hurried away, leaving us standing there alone. Pick up the discussion? Is there even anything left to discuss? I mean, everything's on the table now. Perhaps he's expecting a definite answer on what we plan to do from here on. Whether we carry on or decide to quit, it's still going to be a living hell for all of us.
Hey! Damn it! What are we supposed to do?
All this stress is gonna wreak havoc on my skin. I think it's best if we take a break now. I'm pretty tired. This was my first battle in quite a while. Fuck off. You had your duplicates coming after us, okay? You were fighting then. Yeah, whatever. Just make sure you go back to your cage. Yeah, I was gonna say, do you get your dorm back? Emma, can I sleep in your room tonight? Of course. I was just about to suggest that myself. Alright. Let's rest up and talk more tomorrow. Exhausted from the day's activity, we left the war room and went back to our rooms. And so, for the second time, my 72nd day at Last Defense Academy drew to a close. Man. I can't wait to see what happens when we go back to that time loop route. Are we aware of this truth there, too? I wonder if one of the endings here actually leads to the story logs that we encountered. It was dark outside when I woke up. I'd barely slept a wink all night. How do we know it's dark? Where's my window? Maybe it's behind me and I can't see. Dawn was still a ways off, but I knew I wouldn't be falling asleep again anytime soon. Now that I was awake, I didn't feel like just sitting around in my room. I decided to get some fresh air and stepped outside. The sky was always darkest before dawn. Had I heard that somewhere? Was it the dark night? Or was it something I'd noticed since I got here? The way the sky looked at that moment was a perfect mirror of my mood. Utter darkness. The abyss. Staring back at me. And even darker against the dark sky. A familiar shape was orbiting the planet.
It's hard to believe. The last vestiges of humanity are all up there.
In the Death Star. I noticed something in the corner of my eye and realized I wasn't alone. You couldn't sleep either? No. Same for you, Nozomi? Yeah. There's just so much to think about. I wonder what the real Earth was like. Back when humanity still lived on its surface? I'm not sure. They told us that Earth had a will of its own, and that it chose death when humanity's abuse became too much for it. I wonder if this planet has its own consciousness, too. It wouldn't be all that strange if it did, I guess. There's a chance humanity might make the same mistake here, then. Yeah, I mean, we made the mistake the second we invaded this place. Our selfishness could lead this planet to destruction, just like it did for Earth. Well, I mean, the satellite's still standing. We haven't blown that up yet, thankfully. I don't think you guys need to fight for humanity's sake anymore. All I want is for you to live for yourselves, and for you to be happy. Live for ourselves. It's a nice idea, but I barely know what kind of life we can expect to live anymore. How about you, Nozomi? Are you going to keep fighting to protect humanity? Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do. I only know that I don't want all of you to have to bear that burden. Just so long as you don't try to fight on your own again. I want you to be happy too, you know. Takumi? Oh look, the sky's starting to get brighter. If only our lives could get brighter too. I followed Nozomi's gaze to where a pale light had started to spill over the horizon.
What a lovely sunrise.
Yeah. This is the first time I've ever seen the sun come up.
Oh, Takumi, come on, man. You had 173 days to do this.
Really? We've been here 70 whole days, and it's more like 170 for you, right?
God, you make me sound so old, Nozomi. God, I don't belong in an antique shop.
But I never thought about getting up to watch it. I mean, back in the TRC, it just gets light automatically when it's morning. Although, technically, I've never seen that for myself either.
That's how it was for me, too. I think your memories of the complex are pretty accurate to the real thing.
Still, though, this is what a real sunrise looks like.
I miss the days of seeing the sunrise, mainly because I stayed up all night playing games. Obviously not very healthy. I just hate waking up early, but I admit, seeing a sunrise is always cool.
No one on the artificial satellite has ever seen anything like this.
It's so beautiful. It makes me want to cry. It feels like such a waste to keep it to ourselves.
Makes me want to cry too, but we're all out of tears at this point.
Yeah.
Well, Nozomi and I stayed there a while longer, watching the sun climb higher in the sky and light up the world around us, as if the undying flame surrounding the school wasn't already doing that. Then we headed to the defense room to meet the others. No breakfast? Jeez, the poor cafeteria. Everyone was gathered outside the defense room door, like we'd agreed on the day before. Alright, looks like everyone's here. Now we're just waiting on Sirei. Where'd you sleep, Eito? Was it the cage? If so, who let you out? Why are you here too? Get back in your cage! You want to exclude me from something this important? I have a right to hear about this too, you know. Hey everyone, sorry to make you wait. How's Shion? I think he'll be alright, but his brainwaves are looking very irregular. Yesterday's conversation put a lot of stress on him. Some physical, but mostly psychological. Psychological stress. I wonder what Shion is going through right now. It's not like before when he could accept his death as an inevitable price to pay for this mission's success. Now he knows where he came from, and that he's being used to massacre his own people. That can't be easy for him to deal with. Let's continue yesterday's discussion. What are we going to do from here? Humanity has treated Kako like a weapon, a mere object. I can't say I like the idea of fighting for their sake. But if we don't fight, Veshnes will kill us all. Couldn't we just run away? There's gotta be somewhere on this planet we can settle down. Okay, humanity can be abandoned. We'll just find somewhere we can dig a hole in. Spend the rest of our lives looking over our shoulders? Nah, man, that ain't for me. I doubt Veshnes would let us go that easily either. She wants our power, and she's not afraid to kill anyone who gets in the way of her goals. So we're back to fighting being the only way that we can survive. But it also means killing all the innocent people on this planet. I don't think I can accept that. Can you accept everyone on the artificial satellite dying instead? Remember all the people we saw in that transmission yesterday. If you do save humanity, you'll be heroes. There's no doubt about that. You'll be able to live out the rest of your days in happiness. Yeah. You know. Never mind the fact that we committed a genocide sitting at the back of our mind. You stay out of this. We're trying to think. Survival means turning our back on this planet's people and letting them all die. I think I'd rather go back to the satellite right now and massacre humanity itself.
Hey!
You be quiet too. And if we do keep fighting, Shion will die once we get to the 100th day, right? I don't want to have to sacrifice him. He deserves to be happy too. Oh god, my high-pitched voice is non-existent at this point. I'm so sorry. He's going to die either way. What do you mean?
Yeah.
When Shion finishes producing enough undying flames on day 100, the school will automatically shift into attack mode. Then the final assault to wipe out the remaining life on this planet will begin. There's only one way to stop it. That's to deactivate the machines Shion's physical body is stored in, which is also what's keeping him alive. He can't survive outside of it. If that machine didn't constantly absorb his power, he'd be consumed by his own flames. So, Shion will die no matter what we do? Don't worry about me. Shion, did you hear all that? It's alright. I've always known I wasn't going to live for very long. It feels like I've been on borrowed time up until now. But you guys aren't like me. You can have a future beyond this war. We'll have to create our own future. I don't know what kind of future a bunch of fakes like us can have.
You may not be able to change your past, but what you do from here on is a different matter.
Change our past, Shion? We don't have a goddamn past. We're literally hatched.
You can still choose how you want to live. You can still choose to live.
But you're right about our future. Fortunately, you don't get that choice. But you do get to decide our future. Not yours, but ours.
That's all I want from you. For you to live. For yourselves. And for me, too. You could consider this my last request.
Damn. Shion, wait! Did Sirei feed you that bullshit to say to us so we protect humanity? Tsubasa desperately tried to reach out to Shion, but he was already gone.
Yeah.
He doesn't have much time left. The undying flames are eating away at his body, little by little. His own power is too much for him. It's too much for any one person to bear. No. Where does that leave us? Has anyone come to a decision? Nobody answered. How could we decide what to do in this situation? I think we're going to need more time. We can't just vote on a course of action and call it a day. We need to really think about it and come to a decision that everyone will be satisfied with. Including Shion, of course.
Huh?
He'll need to rest up for at least 4 days before he can make another avatar. Okay. What do you say we talk again in 3 days' time? Well, that's okay with me. But if the enemy attacks before then, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Or burn it. Whatever works. I see. I guess that's fair. Alright. This should do it for today, then. We all headed back to our rooms, each of us struggling with the same dilemma in our own different ways. Whew. Yeah, it's not something you can decide in 5 minutes. On our 100th day, the school will go into attack mode and begin the final assault. The undying flames will raise every living thing left on the planet, including Shion. But if we try to stop it before then, Shion will still die. It seems like there's just no way for us to save him. What should we do? I couldn't work up the energy to do anything else, so I spent the rest of the day in my room. Outside, the light faded, and the clock ticked interminably forward, leaving me alone with my thoughts. No free time today. Day 74. Almost 3/4. Sirei, you better turn this damn announcement thing off now. You know full well we have no motivation. I slowly got myself out of bed. I needed to talk to someone. It didn't matter who. I just needed to get out of my own head for a little while. I guess I'll head over to the cafeteria. There's bound to be someone there. Alright. So, Sirei, I almost stepped on you there. If you guys choose to save humanity, you'll be hailed as heroes. That's all I got for you. Please, just save us. I'll give you a medal, a trophy, a mansion. I guarantee you'll be able to live out the rest of your days in complete happiness. Yeah. I know Shion's fate doesn't sit right with you, but whatever you do, he won't live much longer anyway. At the end of the day, it's his choice too, right? He gets to decide to deploy the flames or not. What do we do if he says, I'm good? I'm good, I'm just gonna burn myself up. Alright, let's just teleport to the cafeteria. No one seems to be around. How we doing, gang? Oh, God. Unsurprisingly, the mood in the cafeteria was somber. It was almost completely deserted. Is nobody else coming today? Some of them came by earlier, but took their food back to their rooms. It was pretty obvious they wanted to be alone. Shouldn't we be more open and discuss things some more? I mean, we are basically family. That's the worst thing about this situation. How can I possibly be related to that ragtag collection of freaks and misfits? I'm pretty sure they feel the same about you. And I just came up with a new dish, too. I added pastel pink paint to Hot Pot to make it pretty. They programmed you to have the shittiest taste, Kako. You should be angry at them. You're not even using edible ingredients anymore. This time, we're all having a say in what we do. We're not just pushing the decision onto Takumi like we have in the past. I think everyone's going to need time to come to terms with that and what it means for them. I wish there were a way for us to resolve this without fighting. Yeah! I don't think that's going to happen while Veshness is around. Or even without her, for that matter. The Futurans all hate us vile invaders, after all. It's only natural after what humanity has done to their home. I think we'll just have to keep fighting until one side is finally wiped out. It's a tough decision. I'm still not any closer to an answer myself. I mean, now that we can communicate with them, surely that gives us a leg up, right? I don't think that we could communicate with them before. So, yeah. Even my clairvoyance won't help us here. Come to think of it, it's the same with me. I can barely get my thoughts together. In all the confusion from these big revelations, I've kind of lost sight of myself. I even sound like I've got a sore throat now. We stayed in the cafeteria long enough to eat breakfast, then went back to our rooms. Everyone's spending time on their own to think about stuff. I should probably do the same, but I don't feel like just sitting around today. At this point, I'll even talk to Sirei. Maybe I'll go take a walk. Yeah, let's not talk to Sirei. He's just gonna tell us about how cool it is that we're gonna be heroes. Yeah. I won't withhold the truth from you anymore. Ask me anything you want to know. I can't believe I just went ahead and spoke to Sirei. Even after I just said that we wouldn't. Wow, okay, that's a lot of questions we can ask. Ask about the school. Is there anything different? Oh, wow. Ask about Last Defense Academy. Last Defense Academy is a spaceship created for this mission. It also serves as the weapon that will eliminate all life on Futurum when the time comes. Hey. We deployed it from the artificial satellite with Shion and the 15 of you on board. After you landed, Shion surrounded it with his undying flames to protect him while he's building enough power to wipe out the denizens of this planet. He always wanted to experience going to school. That's why we made it look the way it does. Alright, well, I guess we should just ask about everything, just to sum everything up, right? The undying flames extend around the school grounds and surrounding ruins to a radius of around 1,600 feet. They're over 300 feet thick and can extend upward almost indefinitely. If the flames sense something trying to pass over it, they'll form a fiery hand and drag the intruder right back down again. As defensive barriers go, they're pretty darn hard to penetrate. The flames themselves are produced by Shion. They're his power in its rawest form. However, the enemy has devised a means of getting through. They must be using something similar to our own fire extinguishers. But the fact that they don't attack all at once must mean they can't mass-produce these devices yet. Right. And the Special Defense Unit? The Special Defense Unit's mission is to protect the school from invaders for 100 days. It consists of clone soldiers, created from a powerful crypto-globin user's genetic material. In other words, you are all Futurans, albeit artificial ones. You were grown in cultivation machines in Kabakura General Hospital up until you reached the age you are now. During that time, you were fed false memories to give you the illusion of a fully lived life. These were deemed necessary to give you the proper motivation to fight and kill on mankind's behalf. We constructed different lives and backstories for each of you, which accounts for how varied your personalities are. Well, that kind of backfired. This is the main reason we didn't want you contacting the artificial satellite. Also, since your cryptoglobin was imparted to you artificially, it's a little unstable. In the end, we developed the infusers so you can forcibly activate your powers whenever you need them. Right, well, it's kind of like the commanders, right? They end up slitting their own throats. Ask about the students. Hemoanima. Why did you come up with hemoanima when cryptoglobin was right there? The power we call hemoanima actually comes from a substance known as cryptoglobin. It's a power you inherited from Shion. Your cryptoglobin was imparted to you artificially, so it's a little unstable. Okay, that's the same. When stimulated, your power manifests itself as your class armor and class weapons. The armor was made to resemble a school uniform. In part, that's to fit in with the theme of this place. But mostly it's to clearly distinguish you from the enemy. Unlike them, your power is for protecting and preserving humanity. Your hemoanima also means you can be revived if you're killed in battle. The corpse still has to be fresh when it goes into the revival-matic, though. This is because the revival process works by stimulating your cryptoglobin, which starts to decay and weaken after you die. Naturally, there's no bringing anyone who's had their cryptoglobin absorbed and been left a blackened mummy. Okay, cryptoglobin is a blood type with strange characteristics that cannot be explained even by cutting-edge science and medicine. The blood is almost a living creature in its own right, freely cycling between liquid and solid states. Oh wow, what about solidus? It has characteristics that work in response to host aggression. It's truly superhuman blood, ideal for combat. According to our research, individuals with this mutated special blood are born periodically here on Future. Those are the enemy commanders. They're venerated by their people as heroes chosen by God. Their cryptoglobin also makes them invulnerable to normal weapons. They can only be killed by other cryptoglobin users. Humanity's forces struggled to battle against this power and were unable to seize the planet as a result. Lucky for us, it's a power that's intrinsically linked to Futurum itself. It can't be used off-planet. Wait, really? Otherwise, the enemy probably would have attacked the artificial satellite and wiped out humanity by now. Interesting. Okay, so if we were on the artificial satellite, we couldn't call our class weapons and armor. So that's good. That means Eta won't go on a killing spree up there. Cryptoglobin also has a cannibalistic nature. It can gain power by absorbing other cryptoglobin. This act is forbidden by the native Futuran religion, however. Okay. Shion. Shion was born here on Futurum some time ago. Due to a random mutation, he has incredibly powerful cryptoglobin. He was captured by one of our recon teams and raised by the forces of Earth. I say raised, but because of his cryptoglobin, his body is incapable of growing physically. It's as if he's unable to endure the sheer might of his own power. Securing Shion changed everything for us. This mission wouldn't be possible without him. Even now, he's in the defense room, storing up power. But he was only able to do that after we set the school here. Cryptoglobin comes from the planet, so it gets much weaker the farther away you get from it. In a sense, you could say Shion is absorbing power from the planet so he can raise it. That explains why we don't just get him generating the power up in the satellite, and then once he's generated 100 days worth, we just deploy him down here and then initiate attack mode. On the 100th day of the mission, that power will eliminate all life on Future. The war will be over, and humanity will be the victors. And to the victors go the spoils. A brand new planet. Yeah, at the cost of another race dying out. About world death. The human homeworld, Earth, possessed its own consciousness. When the planet decided to end its life, numerous natural disasters started occurring all around the world. This phenomenon became known as world death. Pushed to its limit by humanity's abuse of the environment, the planet chose to destroy itself and end its suffering. It became a hostile, inhospitable place, and the human population rapidly decreased. The survivors fled to massive underground shelters, like the Tokyo residential complex. From then on, they lived beneath the Earth's surface for several generations, while they prepared the Exodus Project. Well, tell me more about that. While living underground in the Tokyo residential complex, humanity began searching for somewhere else to call home. They were going to abandon the dying Earth and relocate to a whole new planet. This enterprise was known as the Exodus Project. The first step was to find a planet capable of supporting human life. By some miracle, our scientists located one with an environment much like Earth's in a far-off galaxy. What the fuck? We're not even in the Milky Way anymore? How the hell did we get all the way here? We are a long way from home. Next, they developed an ultra-large spaceship capable of exceeding the speed of light and accommodating all surviving humans. Even Mass Effect. We had to go to Andromeda, and we all know how Andromeda turned out. Everyone was tired. That would be the artificial satellite. It's the pinnacle of human ingenuity. It took generations to complete. But by the time the artificial satellite was complete, Earth was on the verge of exploding at any moment. Holy shit. Humanity needed to make its escape as soon as possible. They boarded the artificial satellite and set off into space. That was the start of a long, long journey. The survivors created a new complex on board the satellite and made a life for themselves there. And so, they traveled through space for hundreds of years until they finally reached this planet. Right, okay. Ask about this planet. Future. Miraculously, humanity's scientists discovered a planet with an environment much like Earth's in a distant galaxy. They named the planet KXK-787. In many ways, it was like Earth's long-lost sister. It's almost like symmetrical, no? It was located in a habitable zone that allowed for organic life, and the majority of the planet's surface was covered in water. All perfect conditions for supporting life. It was the ideal candidate to become the second Earth. Man, we're gonna rename the planet. That is where we are now. The planet Future. But once we kill everyone, we're gonna change that to second Earth. It turned out there was another intelligent life form not too dissimilar from humans living here. That was another way this planet was just like Earth. At first, humanity attempted to communicate with them. But in the end, the language barrier led to conflict. Ever since, we've been waging a war to decide the ultimate fate of Future. Alright. This planet was behind Earth in terms of science and technology, but it had a powerful force that more than made up for that. That force was cryptoglobin. It makes Futurum's warriors invulnerable to conventional weapons. Humanity just couldn't break through their defenses. The war went on for generations again, without any progress being made. But then, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity came along. Around a couple of decades ago, a being with limitless power was born on this planet. It was like nothing that had ever been seen before. The Futurans even called him the Second Coming. The child was captured by a human recon team that had infiltrated enemy territory. The Second Coming, they didn't even protect him that well, did they? These days, you know that child as Shion. Humanity successfully stole the enemy's most powerful weapon, something capable of finally ending the centuries-long stalemate. They used Shion's DNA to create the members of the Special Defense Unit. While we were at it, we constructed Lost Defense Academy, and then we began our current mission. If it succeeds, all life on this planet will be wiped out when we get to day 100. Alright. Have I asked everything? The The fighters we call commanders are future-born cryptogloban users. They're the heroes of this planet. They're giving their all to destroy this academy and save their people.
Hey.
This is the only way they have to defeat us. Their technology isn't advanced enough for them to attack the artificial satellite directly.
Aha.
Cryptogloban is a gift from the planet, so it gets weaker the further you go from it. Commanders are the only true futurans you've met during your time here. They sure look a lot like humans, don't they? The two planets are so similar, it's no surprise life evolved in a similar way. Their cities even look like the ones humans used to have back on Earth. Futurans also have a god they believe in, and a religion with its own code of ethics. Again, much like humanity. Except we have multiple religions, these guys only seem to have one. And the one who rules over the other commanders is the Supreme Commander herself, Veshness. Her skills and achievements have earned her that position, but her cryptogloban is also far stronger than the rest. The weaker enemies you've faced, those ugly, cute mascot things, compared to me, I'm the prettiest mascot, appear to be something created by Veshness. She's also broken the taboos of her people, and started absorbing other fighters' cryptogloban, making her more dangerous than ever. Well, I've exhausted all my questions. Thank you, Sirei, for that, well, I wouldn't say brief summary. That took a while, but nice that we've finally got, like, everything laid out on the table. Now what do we do? Some people can still hang out. Moko's available, so is Ima. Hideko's available. What do I want to do? Well, I suppose it's time to start leveling up his stuff if he's going to be fighting alongside us. Oh, we can max it out. This better not bite me in the ass. Give him Jury and Executioner as well. Alright, well, if I'm going to upgrade some more stuff, I do need to go out and gather some materials, so maybe we'll just do a quick exploration mission, shall we? Still kicking myself for wasting my chance last time when we were gathering stuff for Sirei's repair. Alright, who are we taking with us? Atos is not allowed to come. We need metals. Alright, decent haul today. A lot of machinery, so that'll help. Not much in terms of other stuff, but
to hit the hay.
we'll get there. Machinery is important because I think upgrading our tools costs like 800 or something. Another day's come to an end. I want to talk to Shion some more, but it's going to be a while until he's ready. Well, no use staying up now. Day 75. Running out of time to make our decision. Oh, we got the upbeat music again. I better go and check the cafeteria. What if anyone's there today? Or are they still eating alone in their room?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. He's just gonna camp outside our dorm, ready to answer questions at a moment's notice. I like the idea of Ato just getting his food and then walking back to his cage to eat it there. There were a few more people in the cafeteria today than before, replacing the ones that were here before. Good morning, Takumi. Did you sleep well? Morning. Hey, wait, what are you doing here, Ato? What am I doing here? Is that the thanks I get for making the effort to endure your odious company? Nobody asked you to be here. You're a real strange one, Ato. Hard to believe we're both made from the same genes. Yeah, I'm still having trouble believing that myself. Who programs Tsubasa to have this reaction where she has to constantly vomit? God. These scientists, man. Did they lie on their resume or some shit? I mean, I know times were probably tough up on the artificial satellite. You only have a limited population to pick from. But God. Huh? I know, right? We're all so different. No one would think we came from the same stable, let alone the same family. Apparently they fed us all kinds of different scenarios so the unit would have more variety. They really took it to extremes, though. Couldn't they have made some of us a little more normal? You're one to talk. Even if those backstories were constructed for us, it doesn't mean we're not our own people. It's like how kids don't always turn out the way their parents expect them to. You can't control every aspect of a person's life. And we are alive. Yeah, you're right. Apart from our memories, we're just like regular humans. If you can even call us humans. We're clones of Shion, and he's a futurist. I don't see that there's any real difference between the two species. I mean, it turns out none of you are human after all. But you still look just as hideous to me. What's your point? Humans disgust me. And knowing that you're genetically Futuran hasn't changed my perception of you. I still think you're a donkey. So you basically are all human. You look, sound, and smell as repulsive as anyone from Earth would. Oh god, jump scare!
Oh.
Atsuki's peculiar perception isn't a quirk of his so much as a glitch in his programming. Right. I think something must have gone wrong when he was having his memories fed into his brain. Yeah, his birth was a mistake.
Huh?
As a result, instead of growing up with a strong attachment to humanity, he developed a deep hatred for them instead. We kind of fucked up there. We went for the complete opposite. Or perhaps that glitch is a bug planted by the insurgents in this operation. So I'm defective goods then? But that defect helped show me humanity's true face. Maybe I'm the only real success among all of you? Oh, sure, that makes sense. Not. All of that doesn't change the fact that we all share the same blood. We're all brothers and sisters. We're family. Brothers and sisters? Family? That connection is the one thing here that's real, not part of some fictional backstory. We ought to take care of each other. You and me, family. What an absolutely nauseating idea.
Hey!
For once, I agree with you. Our connection to Shion and each other, that's real. Everything we thought we knew was a lie, except for that. We're not just allies, we're family. That doesn't mean I'm totally ready to accept it yet, though. God, we're family. Our family tree is gonna have a lot of roots. Over breakfast, I managed to make a little conversation with everyone. Everyone except Eito, that is. I mean, he doesn't count, so yeah, with everyone. After a while, we left the cafeteria and went back to our rooms. I only first met these guys when we all arrived here. But we're actually family. It's weird. But that fact doesn't really change anything. We can still fight alongside each other like we always have. Except, you know, now the romance route is kind of incestuous. Does that mean this game's gonna get taken off Steam? Actually, we don't know if we'll keep fighting yet. We're going to discuss it again the day after tomorrow. I wonder if the others have come up with anything yet. Maybe I should go talk to them. Free time. Alright, let's develop some stuff. I can give stuff to Eito? I mean, we need to level up our bond rank with him. I don't know how the heck we're gonna do that when half the time we're not able to give him anything. He likes books. That should be a given. Alright, let's go. History of Mankind. Oh yeah, this will get his rocks off. Here you go. Take it. What does he think? I've read this book already.
You truly understand me, Takumi. You've turned my hate into love.
Calculation up by 10, affinity up by 5. Alright, I'll give you another book then. Who knows when we're gonna have a chance to hang out with him ever again. I guess we'll give him a 5-star novel too. Again, he likes reading. Since he doesn't have to hang out with us.
You truly understand me, Takumi.
I do, don't I? You could say I read you like a book. Oh man, I'm good. Alright. Sorry about that. I just had to get that out there. Another day's gone. They've been going by so quickly lately. We need to come to a decision, but I still have no idea what we should do. What's the right choice here? Is there a right choice here? No, I don't think there is. Asking myself the same questions over and over again, I drifted off to sleep, hoping it might give me some relief. Did it? Day 76 will tell us. Anything special? Nope. Just your usual. Alright, I'll go to the cafeteria first. I'd like to ask if anyone's come up with any new ideas. Well, I can't wait to see. Sirei, you've changed spots. You're all the way over here now. Morning, Sumino. I know you must be struggling with a lot of complex feelings right now. But the lives of everyone on the artificial satellite are in your hands. Your heroic hands, by the way. If you want to become a hero, you know what you need to do. That's all I'm saying. Whatever happens, please don't forget that. Thanks. I'll keep that in mind. Who's here? Only a few. There were only 3 other people in the cafeteria this morning, and they were all eating in silence. Good morning.
Morning.
Takamaru acknowledged me with a brief reply, then glared at me for a while before speaking up again.
So, you decided on anything yet?
No. To be honest, I'm still completely lost. I guess even your experience of the future can't tell us what the right thing to do is this time. I don't think there is a right choice here. Whatever we decide to do, we'll still have regrets. Heavy ones, too. Whatever we decide, one race will die. That's just the kind of unreasonable position we've been placed in. Right. This war will end in a tragedy either way. I know it sucks, but that's all the more reason we have to make a choice. At times like this, we have to take the future into our own hands.
I've been thinking about it the last couple days, but I'm really not good with all this complicated moral stuff. So I tried to think about what everyone who's died would have done if they were here.
You mean Dorumi, Kyoshika, and Kurata? We should consider Ava's feelings too. She was one of us too, if only for a while. Okay, let's consider Ava's feelings. Let's see. I will kill all invaders. Okay, she's saying we should kill everyone here. That probably sounds disrespectful, coming from the one who killed her. I'd gladly slit my throat to its own, if I thought it would make any difference. Don't be so hard on yourself. You did what you had to do. Besides, I'm the one who signed off on it.
Yeah, I make the decisions around here.
I just wanted to release her from her suffering. Or maybe it's more accurate to say I couldn't stand to see her like that anymore. I mean, me either, if I'm being fair. Her death is my responsibility. I'll bear it in my own weak, pathetic way.
Anyway, Dorumi probably wouldn't have cared either way. You know how much she loved her killing games. Kyoshika, though.
She and her sword were devoted to justice. I don't think she'd want to keep fighting a war where we're the aggressors. What about Kurata?
I could totally imagine her flying off the handle when she found out the great and powerful Osazuki clan didn't really exist. But then she'd be all,
I just have to build it myself starting now, and I have to save humanity so I'll have plenty of filthy peasants to rule over, kee-hee-hee, or whatever. Good impression, Takamaru, well done. Yeah, that sounds about right. 1 for, 1 against, 1 neutral. Even if they were here now, they'd be just as conflicted as the rest of us. Just as we were sinking into another uncomfortable silence, somebody else arrived. Is it, Kurata? Using that machine to come in from an alternate universe? Oh. I thought it was going to be Nozomi for a second. Shion appeared out of thin air like he always did, but he looked a lot weaker than usual.
Oh.
Everyone. Can I talk to you for a minute? You look like you can only last a minute. Shion, are you alright? He doesn't look alright to me. I don't have much time. I have to make this quick. I'm sure you all know this, but I'm not going to live for much longer. If I'm going to die anyway, I want my life to mean something. I was raised to be nothing more than a weapon. It didn't matter how I felt, so long as I carried out whatever task was given me. But now, there's something I want to do. Now, I have a clear purpose. What's that?
I want to die for you.
Oh my.
I don't want my life to just flicker out. I want to feel like it was the price I paid for my friend's happiness. And it's a price I'll pay gladly. That is what will give my life true meaning.
Whew. I mean, I respect it, Shion, I really do. I mean, what do you do when, you're given the date that you're gonna die? Not only the date, but how you're gonna die. You're gonna die on day 100, you're gonna burn up. Like, shit, does it get any realer than that? Shion!
Oh.
So, don't worry about me. Make whatever choice is best for you. Veshness would only absorb my cryptoglobin herself, or find some other way to weaponize me. And then my power would be turned against humanity instead. Not only that, but I think Veshness would become tyrannical, right? With her power. And I think life would be a lot worse for the people who originally come from here. One thing's for sure.
Veshness has to go. Whether we want to protect humanity or not, I think Veshness needs to, you know, find a spot in the ground and rot away there for all eternity. Just this once. I want to have a say in the matter. If I'm going to die, I don't want it to be for people I've never even met before. I want it to be for all of you.
That's all I want.
And he's gone. With that, Shion faded away, leaving the four of us alone to ponder his words.
Oh.
This decision feels more important than ever now. Our options are far from ideal, but we still have to make a choice. That's the curse we've been given to bear. A curse. I couldn't have put it better myself. Psst. We ate a hurried breakfast after that, then went back to our rooms to think things over some more. I'm not really thinking, I'm the one running around doing free time. I still haven't come to any important conclusions. I have no idea what we should do. Maybe it's like Hiroko said. There really isn't a right choice. Right or wrong, we'll have to make some kind of choice. And soon. It's the only way for us to take our fate into our own hands. Oh, we're gonna have to make a decision, I just know it. And I wonder what kind of roots we're gonna get as a result. Alright. Do you think Eito would appreciate a glasses stand? He might appreciate a book cover too. Let's start with this. There you go. Please tell me you like it. Do I understand you still?
This could actually be pretty useful. Thank you, Takumi.
Alright, lukewarm. I'll take it. Now I'll give him the book cover. What do you think?
You truly understand me,
Alright,
Takumi.
he loves this one.
You've turned my hate into love.
Oh my god, we've done it. Wait, did I just go to 5 straight away?
I'm still in disbelief. All these memories of mine were just made up? That humanity would stoop to such levels to force us to fight. This proves their ugliness beyond any shadow of a doubt.
But how does it make you feel knowing that these feelings about humanity were instilled upon you? You didn't come to these conclusions yourself. They were fed to you.
I'm no longer interested in recalling the past. The only good memories I have are of my time here with all of you.
But you've only been in this timeline.
Even if I spent most of my time in a cage or outside the academy, it was still a good time.
Alright, well, you do you, boo.
Well then, I shouldn't be wasting my energy thinking about those ugly humans I've never actually met. I'm done with that. Someone like me has no right to criticize.
Interesting. Your bond with Eito Atsuki is stronger now. It sure is. I just want to double check if we got all 5 because we only have limited interactions with him, or we only had the one. Let me see. Port card. Yeah, we maxed it out. Wowza. Okay. Our 4 days are almost up. Tomorrow we'd have to decide what we're going to do, which direction our lives would take from here on. And yet here I was, still hesitating. Still unable to come up with a definitive answer. What are we going to do? What are we going to decide? And just like that, we reached day 77. The day we'd promised to discuss things with Sirei. This was the day that would decide our future going forward. I made my way to the war room.
Oh.
Alright, good. Everyone's here. Hooray! Well then, let me just contact the Tokyo Residential Complex so humanity can show you their warmest support. Knock it off, man. We don't need to hear all that again. It's clear that's gonna affect our biases. Understood. I'm sorry. So, have you all made your decision? Are you ready to tell me? Uh-oh. I get how you feel, but you need to figure this out. The enemy won't stay quiet forever.
Hey!
Before we get to that, where's Shion?
I'm right here.
God, he sounds exhausted. Shion flickered into view, still looking weak and worn out. How are you feeling?
Oh,
Thanks to Sirei, I'm okay. I should be able to last through this conversation at any rate. That's good to hear.
Aha!
Oh, and one more thing before we get to the main event.
Oh.
If you guys decide to abandon humanity,
You should probably destroy me. I don't want to see that shit. Just put me out of my misery.
What? But I just finished fixing you.
Hey.
I've told you, haven't I? This mission's success is everything to me. If you refuse to fight, I'll use any means necessary to make you change your minds. So, you should take me out before I get the chance to. Thanks for the warning, I guess. But what about the bombs?
Just take him out in one hit like I was going to. You'll still die, but you'll come back. You'll come right back afterwards. Then we just have to bust up the defense room to stop the final assault, right? Yeah, that'd save all the people on this planet. But we'd also be leaving everyone on the satellite to die. And Shion would... Don't worry about me. If we do stop the final assault, what then? We'll have to make a new life for ourselves on this planet. Of course, we'll constantly be on the run from Veshness and the other Futurists. I spent plenty of time on the run back in the complex, although I guess none of that was actually real, was it? Takumi, remember what I told you yesterday. I want you to make the choice that's right for you. Right. I know. For some reason, I found myself thinking about when I first met Shion. I had no idea who or what he was back then. I just saw something I didn't understand and was afraid of it. But it was thanks to him that I was able to travel back in time and redo these 100 days of war. It was thanks to him that I was here now. That was true in more ways than one. Shion had saved our lives time and time again. That's why it hurts so much that we couldn't return the favor. No matter what choice we made, there was no saving him. How are we gonna decide this anyway? I'm getting tired of just standing around thinking about it with my dick in my hand. Discussing it further won't get us anywhere. Our viewpoints are just too different. Even if we can't come to a unanimous decision, there's still one way we can settle this. Make Takumi choose. What's that? We'll leave it up to our team leader. If we all agree to stand by his decision, no one will be able to complain. Me? We can't put all the responsibility on Takumi again. I don't know. I've thought about it a ton, and I'm pretty sure I can't decide anything on my own. I think so too. If it's Takumi, I know I can trust him. Same here. I'm happy to leave the whole abominable business in your hands. What do you think, Takumi? It's fine. I came back to change things. To take the future into my own hands. If you're all okay with it, I'll do the same thing this time as well. Then I'm on board too. I'll follow your lead. You okay there, Yugabu? You sure about that, Nozomi? Unlike the rest of us, you're an actual Earthling human. I'm also a part of this team. Whatever you choose, I'll stand by you until the very end. We're all agreed then. You got this, Takumi.
There's one last thing I'd like you to bear in mind.
Yes?
Your memories of your time on Earth are all fictitious. There's no denying that.
I mean, we were never on Earth. Oh, unless you mean the Tokyo Residential Complex underneath Earth.
But those memories of the Tokyo Residential Complex and its people are based in reality. They're good folks who just want to live their lives. Remember those people. They're powerless, and you're the only ones who can help them. The choice is yours. But I want you to save humanity. Because, in spite of everything, they are your people.
It's a big choice, for sure. One I'm not going to take lightly. I took another look around the room. No one spoke, but everyone looked back at me with different expressions. Fear, pain, sadness, loathing, confusion, rage, despair. But that wasn't all. There was also hope, affection, and determination. Kill the Futurans, or let the humans die. None of us wanted to be responsible for death on such a widespread scale. All the same, it had to be done. One side had to be sacrificed so the other could live. All I can do is press forward and trust in my decision. We made it! Here we are, the choice. We knew it was coming. We had days to think about it, but goodness me. I mean, I think I know what I want to do. Continue to fight for humanity.
Keep fighting or abandon humanity. Look, it's no secret that humanity are scumbags in this situation. They started this war. We're threatening to annihilate an entire race and steal their planet off of them. But at the end of the day, that was a decision made by, only a few individuals. Humanity en masse did not decide for this war to take place. We saw that with the, conversation we had with them the other day. How they're all begging for us to keep going, to save them. They're just as much in the dark as the Futurans we're fighting right now. It's just that at this point, in this war of attrition, both sides are on the breaking point. And it's not fair to make Shion kill his own kind. But I also want to take into account his words, right? He's asking us to choose to live. Abandoning humanity, is that really living? We've just said we're going to be on the run from Veshnes. We're going to be persona non grata on this planet. Right? Because they're going to see us as people representing humanity, with Nozomi literally a human being. She'll be the last human alive. Because the satellite will go down. Unless they all, come down to Earth and live here at the school. We're gonna have to defend it forever. We're gonna do serial battles, because there'll be no undying flames, because Shion would have died. Yeah. I think at this point, we've come too far, right? Undoing the damage. Yeah. I don't feel good about it. Trust me, I don't. But I will keep fighting. For the people on the satellite. Let's do it. We're committed. Hey, Sirei. If we successfully complete this mission for you, you promise we'll be able to live happily from then on? I mean, I don't think we can. Absolutely. As the heroes who saved humanity, you'll be denied nothing. Everyone will be so grateful they'll shower you with riches and let you live however you want. I'm not doing this for the riches. You'll be the happiest people on Second Earth. Alright, but can we not call this Second Earth, for goodness sake?
Oh.
It sounds like you've decided. And I think you've made the right choice. If this will make you all happy, then I know my life will have been something. Thank you, Shion. And I'm sorry. So you'll do it? You'll save humanity. You'll keep fighting for them. Everything we know comes from false memories. We don't know a thing about the real humanity.
But there are probably people just like me and Katawa out there. People who are happy living a mundane, average life with each day just like the day before and the day before that.
Well, it's been a long time since I've heard that.
If we're really the only ones who can save those people, then there's nothing more to say. However much we may resent them, I still can't bring myself to turn my back on humanity. Even if I only feel that way because of my false memories. I'm going to stand by it.
Even if we were literally cultivated by you guys.
Ooh.
Sorry, that was a nervous fart I did. That said, I already feel like I've made a big mistake. How could I not? This will mean the death of millions. Maybe even billions. Then, why don't you share that regret with the rest of us? Now that you've made our choice, I'll stand by it with you to the very end. We'll all shoulder the regret together. Yeah. I'm here for you too. It's the least I can do after leaving all the big decisions to you. This isn't the kind of burden you should bear alone. It belongs to all of us, and all of humanity too. All the more reason for us to stay strong and help each other get through it. You guys can count on me. I'll do whatever I can. Sounds like we're all on the same page. Same. Now that my mind's made up, it's do or die. And you're okay with this? With supporting humanity's invasion and massacring all those Futurans? Of course I'm not okay with it. But I want us to survive. And when this war is over, I want us to find some kind of happiness.
You know? I don't want to be happy after killing millions of people. I feel psychopathic. I'd end up probably punishing myself every day. Not that it'll ever be enough. That's the future I want for us. That's the kind of future I came back to create. And thanks to all of you, I'm prepared to live with whatever guilt and regret this choice brings. I want us to keep living too, as allies, as friends, and as family. I sure as hell don't feel like a hero anymore. But if it's to save our skins, I can get behind it. Fine. But I'm gonna have so much fun when this is over. Even if I can't make my family happy anymore, I'll make myself happy enough for all of them. I mean, we're your family. You technically do have a bunch of siblings. After all, Gaku. I stand by your decision. From the moment you allowed me to join this team, I knew that this was how I wanted it to end. It's the least I can do. To thank you for giving me a place to belong.
Everyone, thank you. 1,000 times thank you. I thank you from the very bottom of humanity's collective heart.
Bet you didn't have to dig deep. We're not doing this for you, or humanity. We're doing it for us. To give ourselves a better life. We will eradicate everyone on this planet and save humanity.
From here on, we're all in this together. We share the same destiny and the same sin.
Yeah. This was not the right choice. What we were doing was wrong. The moment I made the choice, I instantly regretted it. But this was the path we chose for our future. There was no turning back from it now. We would continue to live as we had done, and protect this academy all the way up to day 100. Whew. Sorry, Takumi. Looks like I went against your programming. Having finally settled matters, the meeting broke up, and we spent the rest of the day doing nothing in particular. Everyone was exhausted from agonizing over this decision for so long. What we really needed was some space to breathe, and a little bit of time to recover.